Alright, we're back with Doki Doki Literature Club. This is going to be day 2. I already have the save file ready to go. Alright, we're continuing on Sayori's route, and that's it. Not doing anything else. Actually, wait. One moment, Monika. I wanted to point something out. Last time I asked if you noticed anything weird about anybody on this front screen. And I noticed that Monika's kind of blurry. Something else I noticed, you can see that everyone's stockings are under their knees, but you can see a tiny little bit of Monika's, which indicates that they're over her knees. And they also seem to be a different color. If you watch like the trailer, you can see that Monika's stockings are a different color. If you look at other artwork, you'll see that her stockings are definitely a different color. We'll talk more about that later. Alright, let's move on. So yeah, I'll be doing Sayori's route. I'm not going to do a video on Natsuki's route. I'm not going to do a video on Yuri's route. It's just Sayori all the way. Alright. Hi again, Mace. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Ah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. I forgot the voice I... Thanks for keeping your promise, Mace. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, that's right.
Oh, come on, like he deserved any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Mace always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Mace can become good friends too. Sayori. Dot dot dot. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry, made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do? Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so a nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Alright? Cool. It'll make me happy no matter what, alright? Cool. Is that so? I wish I could have a better voice for Yuri, but I can't. It's just not in me. Yeah, no, I won't make a big deal out of it. You'll feel it. Cool, yeah, cool. Here. Yuri reaches into her bag, pulls out a book. Didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? Whatever. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I hope it's legible. Oh, that made no sense. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Sometimes the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related with myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monika. Alright. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. Problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Oh, you know what I just noticed? Like, Monika has her vest, like, all the way up, almost to her collar, but Sayori's vest doesn't seem to fit very well, so she has it lower. Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will ever come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. We can do the thing. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Cupcakes solves everything. Aha, good thinking. Natsuki would... I think it's actually Natsuki. Natsuki would love to do that. Aha, you're right, yes. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I'm nearly far out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? Because, you know, Doki Doki Napping Club sounds really interesting. It wouldn't be nearly as psychologically scarring. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monika overheard. Monika hears all. No. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Well, not every day. It's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I doubt? Yeah, I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Whatever, I don't know how to pronounce that. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's sticking out all over around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. That one, that's the bow. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Somewhere. in that area. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but no one would notice. But no one would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's ever going to tell you about it because they don't want you to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. I'll embarrass you till the end of time. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh, jeez, yeah. Just bring out the cold ones, Mace. Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how better it looks, you'll change your mind. Ah, one of those. Yeah, see, she missed 2 buttons. And this is a weird, like, fish angle. Jeez, this is a weird angle. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is how a friend who does these kinds of things. Huh? Oh, don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess... Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would notice sooner it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs have got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying it like that's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. She's like laying out like a red carpet, Mace. The male character in this game is so dense. She's throwing herself at you. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier, you dingus. Only if you focus on getting into bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. I guess so, yeah. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Something else I noticed about Monika is that her hands seem to be... Like, I mentioned last time that she's most in proportion of all of them. And I think her hands are bigger and more in proportion than everyone else's hands. Anyway. Okay, everyone. Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote? Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Mace, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I can't wait to read mine. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Like, write a poem. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. Oh. Composition? I don't know. It's a real stretch, but I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki, is gonna keep calling her Natsuki. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Now it's time to share poems. Something I wanted to point out about this. I'm gonna turn up the music a little. So, the music... So, the music for this screen, it's a bunch of different instruments. And there's a piano, there's bells, there's like recorder, there's clarinet, there's strings, all different types of music. But when you get to each person, for instance, Monika, I should start with Monika. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Mace. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for a club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Oh, don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Mace. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's sort of a barrier. It's that sort of barrier we'll all have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, it's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Haha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. I don't know if that's relevant, but I'll take a screenshot anyway. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Come on, screenshot? It's probably going to take a million screenshots once that's done. Hello. Can I please have a screenshot? So don't force yourself to write. There it goes. Hopefully it didn't take a screenshot of a thing I didn't want to take a screenshot of. There we go. Okay. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. So, something I'm going to point out. So Monika's theme, Monika's Here's My Poem, when you're reading Monika's poem, it's just piano. Just piano. Alright, so hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, my retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. there's a thing about this game. The poems all mean... They're not just random nonsense. They're not just poems that are thrown together just to be poems. They all signify something in the story. Oh, I just got distracted by the music, sorry. So just think about that. Alright. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten really popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had a kind of epiphany recently. It's been really influencing my potions. Yeah, her potions. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And that's actually good advice. Writer's block. With writer's block, instead of getting stuck in one place, it's best to just break the block, basically. Just do something so that you can move on. Anyway. What's so Sayori? ... Oh my goodness. This is so good, Mace. Huh? I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Ha ha ha. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be more constructive than this. Maybe Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Mace poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Dude, like, come on. I'm really just happy that you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in a club room. Well, yeah, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Mace. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. I'm here to bone down. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, let's see about that. So Sayori's theme, it's like ukulele and snaps. And like flute. Yeah. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. Ooh, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't just answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, that at least made me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Yeah. Even though you're late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Monika's the best. Yeah, Monika's the best. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I look forward to it. Whoop. Let's show Natsuki. Natsuki is like... It's like she's always about to explode. Like, her wrists are always, like... Her fists are always clenched. She always looks like she's about to erupt. Hmm?
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just I doesn't invoke any emotions.
So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want me to... You want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
And Natsuki's poem, it's sort of like toy piano. Or no, it's like a xylophone and like a recorder and like a triangle and things like that. Yeah. Just like toy instruments. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people try, but that's about it. Well done.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because reasons. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. I like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really disheartening.
Oop.
So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end but then made fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. And she's gonna take offense to that.
That's what it means to be a pro.
Oh, well, maybe she didn't take offense to that. I would not have been surprised if she took offense to that. Because that was a little...
I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Whoop! Now it's Yuri's turn. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be different after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just read my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as though her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different writing styles and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. So I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is applying to herself, to me. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing air. Okay. Calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. Oh, it's a semicolon. Okay. Calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay, and Yuri's poem theme is it's all strings and elegant and harps. No piano. The only one with the piano is Monika's. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Are you serious? Come on. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah, well, I just don't read script very often. I think your handwriting is really pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem, yeah. Even though it's short, it is really descriptive. If it wasn't too short, I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Are you into ghosts? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Mace, you idiot. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember, the poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solid putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Hello. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Gonna take a screenshot of that, too. Woo! Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Well, it's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. I mean, not really. And that's the thing with criticism. People often take criticism personally, and granted, not everybody gives criticism well, but honestly, everybody was fine. Everybody did really good criticism, proper criticism tactics. Natsuki was a little blunt, but she wasn't bad. With criticism, people often take it like personally when it's not really personal. And sometimes people deliver criticism in a bad way. With criticism, you're supposed to, you're supposed to offer advice to improve and point out what was good, point out things that can improve, not be like, you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done that, I wish you would have done this, because what's there is there, it's done, it's finished, like, it's all advice for the next time. And a lot of times people deliver criticism, they just focus on the bad stuff, and people take criticism, just focus on the bad stuff, and think it's some personal attack, when it's not. Criticism isn't a bad thing. It's advice for improvement, which can be seen as bad. But, oh well. Anyway, even if they were just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's the literature club, after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange pieces of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Mace did too. Based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. I suggest you... First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Mace liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. The music silences. Music takes a drastic turn.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Eh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Mace appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
How do you know he doesn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to try to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Oh.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Mace started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you.
I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Mace! She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. She should get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason?
It's a big word to use for someone who doesn't like big words. Anyway.
The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Mace.
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language, like convoluted. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Mace?
Well?
How did I get myself dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori. Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Huh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori's uncomfortable. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Mace?
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Well, you just asked me to do that, so...
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that makes her upset in the first place.
Excuse me. Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes...
Stop! Actually, this works, because that looks like a little face that's like, oh. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting?
Because...
Well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing on me. Oh, that was one of the few times that she looks away. She normally looks right at you, but she was looking away that time. Not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, doesn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but it's sometimes weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright, well, mostly.
Mace, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think myself. Did I learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems? I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. And not to myself with newfound determination. Mace, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Yuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm enjoying it either. Wait, oh, I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. That's a double negative. Which means he is enjoying it. Sayori, what about what happened earlier? Well, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. Well, you know, Mace, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everybody else is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... every day is gonna be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. A situation of boning down. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Wow. Phrasing. Use Sayori as an internal monologue. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Alright. So I'm going to write the poem for next time, and then we'll close out the episode. Nope. Okay. What about broken? Yep. Broken. Childhood. Unrequited. Depression. Twirl. Nope. Prayer. Question? No. Daydream? Atone. No. Bliss. Awesome. Friends. Marriage. Together. Jump. Tenacious portrait. Defeat? Yep, defeat. Romance. Desire. Nope. Okay. Comfort. And happiness. Alright. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Next time. Alright. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time with some more Doki Doki Literature Club.